Well, how are we doing? I'm back after a year-ish of not making any videos. And I'm back. Here I am. Yay! I'm in my green room inside the house because, well, three reasons. One, it has been raining off and on for the past week. And, well, it's just wet outside. It's damp and it's nasty. Two, I was outside earlier trying to make a video and my legs looked like a pincushion for mosquitoes. They had ate my ass up. And the third reason is, well, sunset is about 9 o'clock now, and it's right about sunset, and there would be no light whatsoever for me to make a video of any kind. And so that's the three reasons. Now, the shirt that I have on is an older shirt. I'm not for sure if you've seen it or not, but I have a new one made. It's a little bit different. This is what, let me get it kind of close as I can. That's the pocket of it. And here is the backside. There's the name. And there's my chicken pooping eggs. But yeah, this is the shirts that I have made for market. And so when I go to market, I have my, hold on a second, I got stuff sliding around my feet. These silicone molds are sliding around, driving me crazy. But yeah, this is the shirts I have made for market, and this is what I wear to market. And I'm probably going to get, I don't know, maybe another 5 or 10 of them made. And at least 5 starting out. And I got to ship one to a friend of mine in Bakersfield, California area. He's not really Bakersfield, but it's close enough. And I'm going to ship one down to a friend of mine in Texas. Actually, 2 friends of mine in Texas. One lives in Brownsville, and the other one lives in Jasper. And, let's see. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the other 2. I might give them away. I might do a raffle on them. Not really a raffle, but like a little one of those pick a number thing, and we'll go from there kind of thing, like kind of a raffle. But anyway, that's neither here or there yet, so it really doesn't matter. I do know that there's a lot of things I've done in the past few months. Some things I wish I had a camera for, because at the moment it would have been a great video to catch and share and everything else. And most of the time I just wish I had the camera for taking pictures, because of course the cell phones nowadays have great cameras on it, and that is technically the downfall of taking pictures, is with the cell phone, because you can do it right there, and you know, there's no more, I mean, I don't want to say there's no more use for the old-fashioned kind of picture thing. But hardly nobody does film anymore. I know a long time ago, I'm talking a long time ago, when I was in high school, I took a Photoshop class, and we actually got to use the cameras, take the film out, put it in the solutions, then and of course be in a dark room and do all that kind of stuff, and then hang the pictures up and hang the negatives up from to dry. I mean, I probably truthfully could not do it nowadays, but I did it before. You know, it's great, especially if you own your own camera by the film, and if you do have like a dark room don't be very big. I mean, our dark room in high school was like probably the size of the room I'm in now, which is probably maybe 8 to 10 foot wide. 12 to 15 foot long, you know, something like that. It could even be smaller than that, but you know, producing film the old-fashioned way is kind of like a lost art, so it's got to rub my eyes, took my glasses off. But yeah, I mean, cell phones have killed so many things in this country. It's not even funny. And that's part of the reason why I still yet do not have a cell phone. Because I always said when I turned 50 I was going to get a cell phone. I'm 51, I still don't even have a cell phone. I have a video camera, but, you know, I don't have a cell phone. And, you know, it is what it is. But I do go to market some, not as much as I have been in the past years and everything else. First day of market was first weekend of April. And the last day of market is the last weekend of October. And for this year alone, I maybe have been there a month and a half-ish. I've taken a lot of time off the market for two reasons. One, I wanted more free time around the house and with the family and everything else. And two, the old market that I used to go to all the time was a corporation kind of market. The people that ran it was listed as an LLC, and we thought it was actually like a farmer's market, which it was not. And so after last year, a few of us got together and formed a KDA market, which is Kentucky Department of Agricultural Farmers Market. We got bylaws and set laws and everything else, and we got to follow the state requirements and everything else, which there's a lot more bullshit involved, but it's still better in some ways because you can type in our market name on a computer, like for our area for Google search for state of Kentucky, and our market pops up in a list of all the farmers markets in the state of Kentucky. The downside is you gotta have permits for all kinds of things. I have a permit for microprocessing. I have a permit for processing. I have a sampler permit. So like if I want to take samples to market, I have to have that sampler card, because if not, then I can't give samples. I mean, I can, but if somebody from the state walks over and says, oh, okay, I see you got samples, where's your certificate for your, your card thing? And if you don't have it, you get slapped on the wrist. But, it is what it is. The main reason why I have not gone as much this year is because the customer base is not what it used to be. The people that ran the old market said, hey, market's over with, we're done, there's no more market for the area, and that's it. And me and a few other handful of people had posted on there and said, no, this market, the one they ran, is dead, over with, but the new market is still going. And yeah, the clientele just isn't there. And in the past, one of the main things I would tell people all the time, hey man, if you're going to go to market, don't come one weekend and skip 5 or 6 and show up again, because nobody's going to know who you are, nobody's going to know what you have, and you don't have to be every weekend. You can do every other weekend and still have your name out there, and people know what you're doing, what you have, and if they like it, they'll come by and get it from you. And the love is just not there this year. Now, yes, it's a new market. Yes, we went from one day to another. We are going to work on doing a 2-day weekend. We'll have a Saturday and a Sunday. Man, Fort Knox has come about low. I'm not sure if you could hear that or not, but that was Fort Knox flying treetop level over the top of my house. But anyway, back to the market. But we are going to try to increment, because see, we're allowed one day, which is a Saturday. Well, actually, we are allowed a 2-day market. So we could have Monday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Thursday, Saturday, and something like that. So what we've been talking about, because see, there's a lot of people that used to come to market on Sundays that got pissed off because we went from a Sunday market to a Saturday market. So we've been kind of slowly incorporating the Sunday market back with the Saturday market. And I think next year what we're going to try to do is go technically just be like, say, we're going to do a Saturday, Sunday, And if you show up Saturday, you can show up Sunday too if you want. Which in some ways I would rather have a Sunday market, but then it cuts into my church time. And but like I told somebody else, I could do church every other weekend, and I could go one this Sunday, then skip next Sunday, then go that another Sunday, and do it that way. Or I could do Saturday and every other Sunday. I'll do every Saturday and do every other Sunday for anything I have left over. So if I want to just come and sell a bunch of little minor things and do it that way, because everything that I make from the market goes into the house. Like as of right now, I'm $148 shy of buying the furnace that I need for the house. And so because I got to replace my old furnace, the one I did have in the house, because it went out a couple weeks. Actually, it went out like 4 years ago. And during the wintertime, we live like the Amish. We have kerosene heater / coal oil lamps. It feels nice while it's going, but then whenever it basically at nighttime, when you don't want to run the stuff at nighttime, in case of a fire type thing, it gets colder than shit. I'm not gonna lie, it gets cold, and that's why I want to get a furnace for. So I figured, if nothing else, during the daytime, run the kerosene heater, couple of the run the coal oil lamps during the daytime, and then at nighttime turn the heater on, and do it that way. And because I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I tell you what, running a kerosene heater, it does get expensive. Buying the fuel, but my electric bill in the wintertime is like cut in half. And that's why I didn't mind running a kerosene heater. The only time it sucked, like I said, is at nighttime. So if you woke up between 12 and 3 in the morning and got to use the bathroom, you're freezing your ass off. And you pull the covers back, you keep thinking to yourself, is it really worth going to the bathroom? Or should I just take the chance and possibly pee myself in bed, laying in bed? So yeah, I don't want to have to deal with that. But anyway, it is what it is. So the money I've made this year, I'm buying a furnace for the house. I've saved birthday money. I've made money on the side, growing a yard here and there. But I've been saving everything that I can to buy this furnace. And after that is taken care of, I'll have some money left over, and I will use that for property tax this year. And Christmas is going to be easy this year because my youngest is going to be 17 here soon. Well, in January he'll be 17. And a lot of the things that he wanted a couple years ago isn't really what he wants now. He'd rather have a couple of hoodies, some clothes, a little bit of pocket money, and maybe a video game or two, and he's tickled pink. My oldest son, he left last September, and he's down around Tampa, Florida. He's living with his girlfriend's family. They do construction work, lawn care. Plus her he works through the state of Florida, so he works with, he doesn't do it all the time, but he does it enough to where he makes decent money. And he told me, of course he has a savings account down there, and as of right now he has about $9,000 saved up, and that really impressed me because I couldn't get him to save a penny when he lived up here. But he is talking about coming back home, and if he does, great, so be it. His old bedroom, I've kind of redone everything. I took down the bunk beds. I put a full-size bed up in his room. I've changed some things. He had an old junky dresser. It was like a particle board, one of those new cheaply manufactured dressers, and it was falling apart. So me and Booger took that outside back, I don't know, last October, and burned it in the burn barrel. And I went out and bought a brand new, I'm going to say brand new, it's a used wood dresser, but it's a solid wood dresser. It's like 100 something years old. This thing is, it's built like a tank. And it's solid wood, unlike this cheap pressed wood crap you buy now that might last 3 to 6 months if you're lucky. Um, but I do have some uh, round bales of insulation, the Pink Panther R15 insulation, still in the plastic, in the bedroom stacked up, because where we were doing insulating in the walls in the bathroom and everything else. And I could have taken now all the excess rolls back and just got my money back on them, but I'm saving them because whenever I do get enough stuff on the porch for the back porch done, I'm gonna use the R15 on the walls of that to. Of course, I know it's gonna be hot in the summertime, but at least in the fall and the winter, it won't be as cold as it would be, with just plywood walls up or sheet metal walls up, and that's it. Plus, I'm gonna do the insulation in the ceiling, and plus I'm doing the walls. And I have enough bat bales in the back side room where I could do the ceiling and the walls and everything be snug as a bug for a redneck way, and be done with it. I'm trying to cover a lot of bases here that since y'all have not seen me in a year's time, to kind of do the catch up, fill up kind of thing. My garden area is a lot bigger. I still fell short on a couple of the beds I have out there, but everything's going good. I got a lot of green tomatoes. I've got a few red ones here and there. My cherry tomatoes are going like crazy. I got tons of cherry tomatoes. But the big tomatoes, they're still, I get like a pinkish red one here and there every so often. Of course, if they don't ripen exactly soon, if I just pick them, stick them in the windowsill until they get nice and red, then put them in the refrigerator. I've been buying tomatoes from another farmer because I buy them from them all the time. I buy them in bulk. Let's see, about a week and a half ago, I bought 60 pounds of canners, and a week to 2 weeks before that I bought 40 pounds of canners. And I was gonna get some today, but since we had this crazy storm weather and everything else, they didn't set up. And so I sent them a message. I said, maybe Saturday I can come in, get 40 pounds of tomatoes from you, because I've been canning the shit out of them, making salsa and other, mainly salsa, but we use it in tacos, we use it in spaghetti, we use it in meatloaf, we use it in chili. And then, if nothing else, you can open a jar of it, pour it in a little bowl, and take some chips and eat it like it's supposed to be, like salsa. But for us, it's a universal thing. And lately, I've had a few people say, hey, why don't you get a few jars put together and bring it to market, see how it goes. And I did last week. I did take it to market. I sold one jar. But the reason why we sold one jar is because the foot traffic, there wasn't a good amount of foot traffic. Because we had a custom cruise in E-Town, and that drew a lot of the people in, so therefore, our market kind of sucked for that Saturday, but, it is what it is. And that's part of the reason why I said before, I haven't been going as much as I should, because, well, the clientele market just is not there. But it's okay. I still make enough, and I've saved enough. I've worked some side jobs, but mowing grass when the ride mower. Like I said, I'm missing about $150, and then once I get $150, I'm going to Lowe's and I'm buying my furnace, and it should be here within, I don't know, a few days, a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks max. And then I'm gonna get a buddy of mine that works in HVAC, because he's been doing it for 20 plus years, and I'm gonna have him come over and install my furnace for me. And I can't wait, because that means this year will be warm instead of freezing our asses off, and everything will be a lot better. As time has gone by, I caught stages of life. When I was younger, say like in my late 20s, early to mid 30s, you know, it was a gun craze. You know, I had guns out the ass. I mean, for every room of the house, which this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, kitchen. This was part of the dining room, but I closed it off and made it smaller. And then living room, and then utility room. I would say at one time I had probably 8 to 12 guns for every room of the house, and I thought it was the best thing in the world. And then I slowly was like, you know, I was trading for other things, where I would sell them, and or you know, something like that. And I'm down to like, let's see, I got Williams 22, John's 22, my 22, the 22 I built for my wife, and my 37 millimeter, which is not a gun by ATF. It's a safety seedling device, so it's not even a gun. So I got 4 rifles and the 37. Well, I take it back. I got a pistol that I got. My brother-in-law got it, and I got it from him. It's a Rough Rider 22 Magnum or 22 cylinder pistol, and that's all. And of course, I got like 8,000 plus rounds of variant 22s. But you know, yeah, I mean, I'd much rather have a 22 than anything else. I do have a shotgun, but I don't use it. It basically, it sits, but no, it's above my doorway here in the green room. It belonged to my late father-in-law, which was his when my wife was growing up. That's what he had all the time. He used to go hunting with all the time. So it's up here on the top. Other than that, that's it. And then in my mid 30s to mid 40s, it was like a midlife crisis. I was buying this, buying that, you know, trying to make myself feel younger. And now that I'm in my 50s, I'm looking at from like 50 to the time I die. I'm looking at things to make my life easier, to save some money up and for like things that go bump in the night. Or you know, just something to where we don't have to worry about certain things at our age when we get older. But that's where I'm at now, and I do the market thing on the weekends as a hobby, and plus I'm a social butterfly. I love talking to people. That's one of my drawbacks about YouTube is I mean, yeah, you can type a message to me, but that's it. And I love talking to people. And that's why I love the market, because I run across so many different people. And there's some people that I still talk to that I really don't want to talk to, but I still talk to. But yeah, you know, that's about it. So, I'm not sure how long this video is. I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. Like I said, I try to play catch up with everything. So what I'll do is I'll turn this puppy off, and then I'll download this to the computer and put this thing back on charge, because I'm like between a half and a quarter of a bar on the thing on the camcorder. Sometime between now and Saturday, I'll make another video. I don't care if even if I have to walk around the yard or walk up and down the roadway or something. I might go somewhere. Hell, who knows? But needless to say, I'll make another video. I'll try to make another video sometime between now and Saturday or now and Sunday, and just have it for like shits and giggles. Nothing fancy, nothing major, no big important kind of thing. Just me holding the camera, walking and talking, and you know, doing it that way. So until then, have a great night. I'm glad I'm back on YouTube again, and I know some of y'all will be tickled pink, but you know, it is what it is. So hasta la pasta. Keep your nose clean and your powder dry, and everything should be okay.